All right, today we are cracking the code on one of the internet's biggest puzzles. What is the real science behind going viral?
I mean, you've seen it, right? Some video of a person just, I don't know, talking in their car gets millions and millions of views, but then a super high budget production just disappears. So, what is actually going on here? Okay, first things first, let's just bust a huge myth. It is not just about getting lucky. Yeah, timing can play a part for sure, but the biggest viral moments, they're almost always engineered. There's a science to this.
And the other big one, it's the algorithm. We love to either praise it or blame it for everything, don't we? But here's the secret. The algorithm, it's not really in charge.
No, the real secret, the engine that's driving every single meme, every trend, every viral video, it's a lot more human than that. It's all about how our brains are wired. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to break down the 5 key psychological triggers that make content absolutely explode. We've got raw emotion, the curiosity gap, identity in the tribe, the combo of fast and relatable, and finally, we'll talk about the real algorithm.
All right, let's dive into what is maybe the most powerful trigger of them all, raw emotion. Because here's the thing you got to understand. We don't share information. We share feelings. And we're not just talking about any emotions. We're talking about high arousal emotions. Think about a video that made you literally gasp in shock, or maybe a story that just filled you with so much inspiration. Those feelings, they create a physical jolt in your brain. This urge to immediately pass that feeling on to someone else. Okay, let's talk about our second trigger. This one is all about creating a kind of mental itch, a gap in what you know that your brain becomes desperate to fill. It's called the curiosity gap.
And you see this all the time. Headlines like, "You won't believe what happened next," or "The one trick to fix." They're doing it on purpose. They're leaving out a key piece of information, and that creates this open loop in your mind that you just feel you have to close.
And that's why those videos are so hard to just scroll past. Your brain absolutely hates an unfinished story. It creates this tension, this need for closure, and that's what makes you click, watch, and engage. The content basically becomes irresistible. All right, our next trigger moves us from what's going on inside our heads to our social lives. Because let's be real, sharing is never just about the content itself. It's a way of signaling to our tribe, hey, this is who I am. I mean, just think about it for a second. When you share a political article or a hilarious meme or some inspiring quote, you're not really just sharing the content, are you? You're broadcasting a piece of your identity. You're basically saying, this is what I believe, or this is my sense of humor. That content becomes a shortcut to tell the world who you are.
And this is what really just pours gasoline on the fire. When we see a post that has thousands of likes and shares, it triggers something in our brains called social proof. It's like a mental shortcut that just tells us, hey, my tribe approves of this, which, you guessed it, makes us even more likely to share it. And boom, you've got a powerful viral loop.
Okay, so our next 2 triggers are a really powerful 1-2 punch. And honestly, they're pretty much essential if you want to survive in today's attention economy. It all comes down to being fast and being relatable.
So in this world of the infinite scroll, attention is the only currency that matters. And viral content gets this. It has to grab you in the first, 3 seconds. It uses quick cuts to keep your brain from getting bored, and it delivers its value right away. It's like a quick hit of dopamine that keeps you scrolling for more. But, speed isn't the whole story. The content also has to feel real. For years, the internet was just this highlight reel of perfect lives, right? But now that perfection just feels fake. What we're all actually craving is authenticity.
Yeah, we connect with the messy, imperfect parts of being a person. When someone shares a struggle or admits they made a mistake or just kind of pulls back the curtain on their real life, that builds trust. We see a little bit of ourselves in their story, and that genuine connection, that's what makes us want to hit share.
So after going through all of these triggers, we've kind of arrived at the most important idea of this whole thing. It's really time to change how we think about virality. It's not about trying to outsmart some machine.
This right here is the key takeaway. The algorithm is just a mirror. It reflects our own human behavior back at us. It follows our clicks, our shares, our emotions. All it does is amplify what we, the people, already find compelling. So the real algorithm? Well, it's us.
So now I really want to turn it over to you. What have you seen go viral that uses these triggers? Or, hey, maybe there's a key ingredient to this whole virality thing that we missed. What do you think?
Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if this explainer gave you a new way to look at the internet, do me a favor and hit that like button and definitely subscribe for more deep dives just like this one. I'll leave you with this one final thought. Going viral, it's not really about manipulation. It's about connection. And once you really start to understand the human mind, you're going to start seeing the entire internet in a totally new light. Thanks for watching.